What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and let's pretend for a moment that you're a parent of, say, two small children. Let's say that you got a 3-year-old that's about to turn 4, and let's say that you got a 7-year-old. Well, if that's the case, today is July 8th, 2021, which means in 1 week from today, in 7 days, you're going to be getting your first check for the child tax credit for those two kids, and you're going to be receiving a total of $6,600. That's right. This is your stimulus check update and your child tax credit update. Now, this is the 2021 child tax credit update, which says that you'll get $6,600 over the course of 2021, which would be $550 per month. So that's what that first check is going to be that you're going to see here on July 15th. Now, this was enacted into law in the American Rescue Plan by President Joe Biden, who signed it into law in March of 2021, which means that, well, the first half of the year is already gone and we didn't get any money for it. So how does that work? Well, it's going to work like this. January through June, that's already passed. All of that money you missed, you're going to get that in a lump sum when you file your taxes for 2021 in 2022. Now, starting July 15th, you're going to be receiving the rest of that money every single month in a monthly payment. So July 15th, you're going to be getting $550. And then August, September, October, November, and December, you're going to be getting $550 every month for those two small children. Now, I'm going to be covering the details for you in today's video because we're hearing that the IRS, they have prepared everything for this, and they're saying there could be delays because this is quite the undertaking to send out literally millions and millions and millions of payments to parents all across the nation. Now, also though, I'm not just going to leave you with potential delays. I'm going to be diving into another article that's going to give you some step-by-step instructions how to navigate the IRS's portal to make sure that all your information is up to date, so that way you can do your best to make sure that you're not a part of the delays and you can get this child tax credit advance right now on time for your kids. So I'm going to dive into this. Make sure to share this out with anybody that you know that's parents, because we're also hearing that this is one of the least known provisions in the stimulus package, that not a lot of people know about the child tax credit. They're going to be getting monthly checks for their kids, and they need to update their information to make sure that if they've had new kids, they've got any changes that happen to their household, they're getting the right amounts. So anyways, guys, let's dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest, and if you like and appreciate that, just takes a second. I would appreciate it if you smash the like button, leave your comments, and share this out to all parents. And if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on these topics, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, be sure to shoot them to me on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to get you caught up in the latest and how in 1 week from today, in 7 days, you're going to be seeing the first of this child tax credit monthly stimulus check. All right, you guys, so link in the description below to this article that just recently came out that says child tax credit, IRS facing possible implementation problems for monthly checks. And it says, with the updated child tax credit, the IRS will soon start to distribute millions of monthly checks to families. The reoccurring payments of up to $300 per child starts July 15th, which is in 7 days. The Biden administration estimates that that sort of a stimulus check for parents will reach 39 million households, accounting for 90% of the nation's children. So they're saying the vast majority of children in the nation, they're going to be benefiting from this particular provision. But a program of this magnitude brings with it plenty of operational challenges for an unfunded agency that wasn't set up to dole out money on a monthly basis. So that many checks rolling out to so many millions of people, they're saying they don't know if they're going to be able to get this operating the way that they need it to. Now, how does this updated child tax credit work? Well, here's what it says. For parents of children up to age 5, so 5 and under, the IRS will pay you $3,600 per child, half as 6 monthly payments, as we discussed, and half as the 2021 tax credit. That comes out to $300 per month and $1,800 at tax time. Now, the amount changes to $3,000 total for each child ages 6 through 17 for $250 per month and $1,500 at tax time. And the IRS will make a one-time payment of $500 for dependents ages 18 or full-time college students up through age 24. So 18 through 24, you also can just get a one-time payment of $500. Now, not everybody is going to be eligible to receive this child tax credit benefit. As we just read, it said 90% of the children in the nation are going to get this. So about 10% are going to be left out. So here are the eligibility requirements, or what makes you eligible to receive this child tax credit. It says payments will be based on a modified adjusted gross income, or AGI, reflected on the parents' 2020 tax filings. And they give a definition of the AGI. I'm not going to go through it, but you can go ahead and read it if you like. It says the amount phases out at a rate of $50 for every $1,000 of annual income beyond the $75,000 for an individual. So if you're an individual, a single parent with kids, and you make $75,000 a year or less, you should be able to receive the full amount of this child tax benefit. Now, it says it phases out for every $1,000 over that limit by $50. So let's say you make $76,000, just $1,000 over the cutoff. Well, you have one small kid, let's say 2 years old, you would get $300 a month, but since you make over that requirement, they're going to deduct it by $50, so you'll only get $250. So that's the way the phase out works. Now, for married couples, the cutoff is $150,000 AGI a year. So if you're a married couple, and as long as you make $150,000 a year or less, all of your kids are eligible for this child tax credit. Now, the benefit will be fully refundable, meaning it will not depend on the recipient's current tax burden. Qualifying families will receive the full amount regardless of what they owe in their taxes, and there is no limit to the number of dependents that can be claimed. So if you've got 5 kids, all under the age of 5, which means that you are having a kid every single year, you get $300 for all 5 of those kids. 300 times 5, that's $1,500 a month. Now, reading on, the article says that the child tax credit payments will be automatically deposited on a monthly basis starting July 15th in 1 week. It says each subsequent payment will be issued on the 15th of the month through December 2021. Now, if the 15th is a weekend or a holiday, the money will arrive on the nearest prior business day. So the only example is August 15th. They're saying that's a Sunday, so it's going to be arriving on August 13th. Now, the remainder will be a credit to the recipient's 2021 taxes. Now, most eligible parents will not have to do anything to receive the money. It will just start arriving based on the information the IRS already has on file. And that is why it is so important that they have your current information, because let's say that you were making a ton of money and weren't eligible before the pandemic, and now you lost your job and you are eligible and they don't have that updated information. They might not start sending you this tax credit even though you are now eligible. Or let's say you just recently had a child and the IRS doesn't know yet because your information isn't updated. You need to make sure you got your current information on file so you get the right amount. Now, what issues surround the updated child tax credit? Well, the updated child tax credit was passed into law back in March, as we mentioned, as a part of the American Rescue Plan. The program was scheduled to start 4 months later. The buffer allowed the IRS to move past tax season, but whether the agency has had enough time to stand up this operationally complex program remains to be seen. Sending out child tax credit payments on a regular monthly basis presents unique challenges. There's the task of finding all the people who should receive the money, communicating to them that this money is out there and that they qualify for it, and then getting them into the systems. A recent Data for Progress poll found that 53% of Americans know little or nothing about this revised credit. So you guys, that's why it's very important that we share this out, get the word out that this is going to be unfolding and that people are eligible for this money, and they need to update their information right away because this has already been passed. This is money that's going out to parents, and it's eligible for you. You just need to make sure that you get it. All right, so with that being said, now let's discuss how to update your information on the IRS portal to make sure that you're getting the right amounts. So link in the description below to this article that just came out today that says, use this IRS tool to see if you qualify for child tax credit payments, and here's how. The new eligibility assistance tool is the quickest way to see if you qualify for the child tax credit. We'll tell you what you should know before the first check arrives next week. Now, the article says things that you'll need before using the eligibility tool. Before you begin, make sure that you've got a copy of your 2020 tax return or your 2019 return if you didn't file in 2020. And if you don't have your tax returns on hand, then you can use the filing status and number of children that you have to claim, along with an estimate of your total income for 2020. Now, how to use use the tool to check whether you qualify. And just to clarify, this is on the irs.gov website. Make sure you don't go anywhere else to input this information. I'll put a link in the description below, and you're going to want to go to this child tax credit portal. Now, once you've figured out what your income is for 2020 or 2019, you can check eligibility using these steps. Number 1, go to the Advanced Child Tax Credit Eligibility Assistance Tool page on the IRS website. Number 2, tap or click Check Eligibility. Number 3, you'll then need to answer a few questions about yourself and your taxes. For instance, the form will ask if you claim the child tax credit on a previous tax return. Number 4, you may need to provide additional information depending on how you answered the questions. Here's where you will fill your filing status, your adjusted gross income, and the number of children you claimed on the tax return along with their ages. Number 5, after you hit next, the tool will let you know whether you qualify based on the answers you provided. It'll tell you the amount of each kid under the age of 6 that qualifies for you, and how many kids ages 6 and older qualify as well. It also shows you the income phase-out details. Number 6, from here, tap the click Manage Your Advanced Child Tax Credit Payments, which will take you to the Child Tax Credit portal and lets you enroll for the monthly payments. And if you prefer to get one large check instead of several smaller ones, you can submit your information if you're a non-filer as well. So you guys, those are the steps that you're going to want to take. Once again, that's going to be on the irs.gov website. And please do not delay. Get your information updated right away. You have 7 days. And here's some information that eligibility tool will not give you. It says the personalized total that you get from the child tax credit payment, it leaves it up to you to do the math. How much the payment will be reduced if your income exceeds the limit. All of the payment dates for the child tax credit. Just know it's going to be the 15th every single month except for August. It's going to be on the 13th. Only one parent can claim the money for any given child in a shared custody situation. So if you've had a divorce and you're sharing custody, only one person is going to be able to get that money. Also, what do you do if you had a baby after payments start this year? If you have a baby after the July 15th payment goes out, you'll need to update your information on the IRS updated portal when that feature is made available in the late summer. So if you're going to have a baby here coming soon before the end of the year, they're going to make a new tool available. Now, once that comes out, I'll be sure to update you guys here on the channel so that way you know how to make sure that you get payments for that new child, and congratulations. Well, you guys, that is the latest on the child tax credit that's going to be starting here in 7 days. You're going to get that first monthly check. And as more information rolls out, if there's any delays or any news that comes out on it, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. And of course, as you know, there's also a lot unfolding right now with stimulus. As we're hearing that the stimulus negotiations, they want to have the bipartisan bill, the first part of the infrastructure package, and also a reconciliation bill ready for the entire thing, ready in the next 7 days. So they want to have this ready by next week. We heard Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer say they want to have this ready in the month of July. So there's a lot happening with that. I'll keep you up to date. And also there's a lot happening with unemployment and states suing governors and bringing back the $300 per week federal benefits. So I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date on that as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash that like button. It helps out the channel. Share this out so people know about it. And if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on all these topics, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. You can come and join the viewing community. Come and join the Ram fam. And also be sure to follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. And if you want to see what stocks or cryptos I'm trading in real time, consider joining that Patreon group as well. But with that being said, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.